What if I told you the life you're living right now is a reflection of all the choices that you've made and that you have the power to change it? Today's episode is all about finding your own autonomy, consciously making choices that are creating the reality that you want and the life that you desire within your heart. Without further ado, welcome to Divine Dichotomy, the space where soul meets spice. We're diving into messy, magical, and everything in between moments of life celebrating growth, glow ups, and undeniable authenticity. Let's get real, raw, and unapologetic. All right, I am so excited to share that I have created a rebrand of not only the podcast, but honestly of everything that I want to create and give to the world. So I have so many new things that are going to be coming out that I will share as it comes. Just to kind of keep the integrity and keep my word. One thing I do want to be more consistent, and I am going to be. We have so many episodes coming out that are already pre-recorded. I just got to finish editing, and they're coming. I have so many amazing guests coming on, entrepreneurs, creatives, doing spiritual work, in feminine energy, connecting back to nature. So many amazing different people that also have a desire to help others and help people discover who they truly are. And these are entrepreneurs, these are regular people like you and me that are just following their heart's desires. And I think that is so important for all of us to see and recognize and know that we are not alone and that there is the possibility to consciously create the life that we truly want. So today, as you can see, I'm just being really cozy on the couch and wanted to share, just have this be like a chill vibe and really get to know me and what I'm wanting to give to not only you, but even the old version of myself and what I needed. For today's topic, which is, kind of, these are all going to be different things that I have used and that have worked for me into coming into the life that I truly desire and having the confidence to make big moves and what foundational things that I'm using to keep my mind. All these questions I'm kind of posing at the end, I feel like these are good journal prompts to go to. So feel free to write those down and on your own time and really get deep with yourself. One of the biggest things that I feel have helped me on this journey is breathwork and meditation as a tool for awareness. And by awareness, I mean being aware of not only our thoughts, being aware of our actions, being able to pause and reflect on the our choices and maybe reactions and respond, because everything is a learning moment, honestly, for me. So how has creating space through breathwork helped me get clear on what I truly want and need? Breathwork and meditation. So one thing that's really amazing I feel about breathwork and meditation is that breathwork I use as a tool to create that space. And when you're focusing and consciously breathing, not only are you learning to use the full capacity of your lungs, that is also creating more blood flow and oxygen to your brain, which then creates more neural pathways to be formed. And especially when you are creating new habits, you need as much blood flow and just those physical elements coming into your brain. On the emotional and spiritual aspect of creating more space, what I like to do when I am doing breath work, one practice is specifically is called Kabbalabhati, and it is a very quick breath and activating breathwork practice where I imagine as I'm doing it that the breaths that I'm moving in and out are physically moving elements in and out of me. And example would be, I just went through a breakup. What I'll use to, like, if I'm doing breath work, I will imagine that I'm exhaling the negative emotions, or I'm exhaling hurt, I'm exhaling pain, and I'm letting those things come out of me to allow for love and self-love at that to come in and fill up my lungs, fill up my body, and fill up my brain. I feel like it brings more, when I'm doing breath work and meditation consistently, I feel that I am more present and able to focus on what's going on in this present moment rather than worrying about what I need to do, what I need to work on, and all these things that we tend to worry about. Did I say the right thing, or should I be hanging out with this person, but I have stuff I want to work on, and people pleasing and things like that. So I feel like it's opened up more space for me to be present and in the moment and enjoy what I have going on. Also, that presence comes from our nervous system becoming regulated. And when you are breathing and meditating and taking a moment of not only just silence, because it doesn't have to be silent, there's so many different ways to meditate. And present, when your nervous system is regulated, you're not in a fight or flight, and then you can be present and not worry about other things that are happening. What role does presence play in making aligned decisions? So when I am making aligned decisions, that means you have to come from a place where you are connected to your heart and where you are calm and in a logical, it doesn't have to be super logical, because I feel like this journey of, for me personally, of becoming an entrepreneur and doing something different than everybody else is doing and not taking a traditional route when it comes to career and the life that I want, it's important that the decisions that I'm making are coming from not only my heart but my intuition. And it can feel resistant and it can feel scary how it feels like that's the right choice for me. And how I decipher what feels good and what's right for me is when it's something that I can visualize and imagine myself doing that said thing, and that it's something that my heart is whispering to me that I'm seeing, and that I know it's something that's going to make me feel lit up. It's something that makes me feel like that's what I'm missing in my life. When I was constantly in fight or flight, I couldn't imagine what my life could look like different from what it was currently. I was just seeing the negative aspects, and that this was something I didn't want, and that I'm unhappy, and that, oh my God, I hate life, and I can't believe this is what I've done. And it's like that victim mindset mentality of just in having a lot of pity and not taking responsibility for what's been going on. It's just like, wow, this is my life, and this is just how it is, and I'm unhappy. Becoming more present has allowed me to really be like, well, take back that control of, not even control, but accountability, that this is where I am currently. How do I get, what's just one step that'll put me closer to where I actually want to be? So something I'm going to encourage you guys to also do, and this is a question not only for me, but for yourself. Let's think about it. How often do you sit with yourself to truly listen to what your mind, body, and soul needs? And be honest, it's probably not very often if you do. Until more recently in the past year, most of the time, we're not even thinking about what we need, what we want, and what would be nourishing to our soul. We are only thinking about, okay, I gotta get paid. Okay, I gotta get the groceries. I gotta pick up the kids. I have to make sure I have enough money to go get a new car, and then I also need to look this way. I also need to get my hair done, my nails done, because I need to fulfill this specific look so everybody accepts me at work. And I have to hurry up and go find the love of my life. I gotta make sure this guy finds me attractive, or this girl, I impress her, so I need to have the nicest car. Just things like that, where those are all superficial. It's not really what's in here. And so now I would say I probably sit with myself twice a week and really think about what I want and what I'm doing. And then the more consistent that I've become when I'm doing breathwork, meditation, that time is for me. And that's what I think about. This is a time for myself that is not for anybody else. And even if it's just 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 30 minutes to an hour, whatever it is that you can suffice for yourself, I believe it's really important to take that time to just, even if it's like, let's say you did a breath work practice for 5 minutes, and then sitting there, you're realizing, oh my God, wow, my back really hurts. So now you actually get to sit there and you get to nourish your body. And like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a bath with some Epsom salts and just soak for another 10 minutes. And that was my time for myself, and I listened to my body. If your mind is going crazy, maybe you should turn off your phone, put it on silent, read a book, or you know what I mean? Like, even put on a movie that is just enjoyable to you, that makes you feel good. And for your soul, like, something that lights my soul up is doing anything creative, such as podcast or painting or listening to music and dancing by myself, like singing. Oh, I love singing and I feel so good when I do it. These are things that like you can kind of listen to yourself and what does your body need? What does your mind need? What do you need to feel just a spark of joy again? And one way to really connect to that is to think about the things that you enjoyed doing as a child and maybe dabbling into that again. What brought you joy as a kid, and how can you incorporate that into your current life to bring in some more joy? So, with this journey, I think what's really important is not only with aligning with your goals and setting intentions and taking time to figure out what you want. On top of figuring out what you want, you have to let go of a specific outcome and how you exactly want it to look. And if you focus, I would say focusing more on a feeling and how you want to feel at said outcome versus how you want it to look. An example of this would be like, so if you, this year, or 2024 in September, I started a business. What I see for my business is more so a wellness spa at some point, a place where people can not only glow up and heal physically through beauty treatments, but also have the space to go inward and get help, not only nutritionally, but also spiritually. I want to help people get into a space that truly helps you and is accessible for the average person. But where I am at this moment, because I just started, I'm renting a treatment room and I'm only offering beauty treatments. I'm slowly moving into this space of wellness. However, this is just where I'm at right now. And so I had to let go of everything looking perfect because one, I don't have all the finances. I started a business without a giant savings, without everything, if I'm being transparent, is on a loan. I still work a regular minimum wage job. I make my extra money from tips. And then the other half of the time, I'm working on social media and working on creating this business idea and making it come to life and marketing and getting more people in the door and putting my name out there. Like, it's really not that glamorous. So when you attach to specific outcomes, it'll create resistance. So in the very beginning, was already like crying every day and like, I feel like I'm already failing. I just started and I don't have people in here. My room doesn't look how I want it. I don't know if it's that cozy. I don't have all of the equipment that I need. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'm the one that's supposed to be doing this. I don't even know if this is the path for me. And that was a lot of me just not trusting not only myself, but also not trusting the universe that I'm on the right path. This is me doubting everything that I have going on and that I'm creating because it doesn't look exactly how I wanted it to look. Because it doesn't look like all the super bougie aesthetic or estheticians with the beautiful aesthetics and then the bomb cameras, and I'm a regular girl figuring it out and trying to create a one-of-a-kind experience for everybody. So what happens when we release control and allow life to flow? Once we release that control and you let things happen, but you're still working towards your goals, but you're not holding on to an outcome, that's when the miracles start happening. The universe will send you helpers. The universe will send you signs. The universe will send you guides and opportunities that are just going to fall in your lap. And you have the option to say yes or no. And that's the thing, you always have the option. So with this journey, the things that I have done has been going to networking events. Everything that I am doing is like mostly free. Like I just learned that the Apple Store hosts classes to learn how to use your equipment, and I need help with editing just because I want to have a better understanding of what I'm doing and make my content so much better. So like that's a free resource I get to use. I've met other estheticians who have successful businesses who have offered to mentor me. I have run into amazing people that are have been on the journey a little bit longer than me. And then with the guests that I'm going to have on, I kind of just put myself out there because I'm gaining more confidence from taking different risks. So I put myself out there and just, would anybody want to be on my podcast? What are you working on? I'm looking for this type of person. And the outreach that I got from so many people, I've made new friendships. Like, I think it's so important to just kind of let go and let things flow, because then you're allowing for bigger and better things than more than you imagined what would have happened come into your life. So a thought you can think about with that is, when you are holding on to a specific outcome in your situation, just reflect, maybe, am I holding on too tightly to what I think should happen rather than trusting what's meant for me? Because one saying I have heard, and it helps me bring that perspective back: my ceiling is God's floor. So where I think this is where I'm limited, or this is the best thing that's gonna happen to me, God's like, that's nothing. Or the universe, or whatever you believe, is like, that's nothing. That's a little crumbs. That's just a taste of what you're going to experience. You have so much more coming for you. I feel like this is a perfect transition to trusting the universe is on your side. I feel like it's important to kind of explore the possibility of that you are a co-creator with the universe. You are a co-creator with God. You are 100% human and 100% spiritual. You are not just this thing meant to be here on this floating rock and just live the life that was just right here. You can create exactly what you want and what you want to experience. How have I learned to trust that the universe has my back? Well, let's go into my relationship. There was a lot of signs that this person wasn't the one for me. However, at first I was really ignoring them because I just love and I wanted to be in love. And I wanted to know that my choice of a person that I picked was the right one for me. And there was lots of signs that the universe gave me that this person was not. As I started growing my relationship with the universe and with God, I started asking for specific signs of this person not being the one for me. And so a lot of the times I was ignoring my intuition. A lot of the times I was ignoring that feeling and voice in the back of my head saying, like, this isn't really what I want. And I feel like maybe not just women, but as a woman, we do that a lot. We tend to brush things off and let things go and rationalize certain things just because we love this person. I got to a point where, as I was taking more time to meditate and do, not only focus on like my goals, I started, sitting down and thinking about, like, how do I want to feel in a relationship? How do I want to feel in a partnership? And also, what kind of man do I want in a husband? What kind of man do I want as a father to my children? And basically, this person was not checking off those boxes that I wanted. And I had to come to confront that this is not the one for me, because my husband and father of my future children would not act and do these certain things or treat me in this way. So I was pleading with the universe and God and just like, have him fuck up, and so I can let him go. But it was a testament to me. Okay, so let's just fast forward. This person did fuck up, and then I ultimately let them go. But I was already planning on letting them go. I just wasn't ready yet. And I was just mentally letting go every day, every week, just slowly letting those feelings trickle out of me until I got to a point where I was just like, I deserve better. And I had my last straw, and they couldn't answer any questions or give me an honest answer to anything in what I would hope my future or even just current partner would be like. And so I had to come face to face and confront myself of like, why am I staying in this type of environment? The small signs or synchronicities that I would notice would be like, different videos would pop up on my YouTube channel about relationships. Those tarot readings and like, or just how would a high value woman, live their life, and what would they accept and things like that. And not saying like some of that stuff can be kind of like, I think, a little materialistic. However, I think there's also some great sound advice in there. So, take what resonates. And I feel like when like a lot of stuff like that was popping up, it was just like synchronicities of like, okay, I need to listen. Or if I'm listening to a random podcast and like there might be some little eggs in there of, dang, yeah, that resonated. Dang, I need to take that advice. Kind of things like that. Or in music, certain songs. And I was like, I want love to feel like this song. And right now it feels like this song. I'm resonating with these sad songs right now, which tells me I'm not happy. And then I was drinking a lot more, smoking a lot more, because I was trying to numb my feelings and being sad that this person wasn't showing up for me and didn't want to be there for me. And coming to terms with that was just heartbreaking. So learning to trust the universe, I let this person go. And as I was letting them go, literally afterwards, I'm crying, but I'm like, God's gonna send me better, because if it's not you, it's someone better. If it's not this opportunity, it's something better. And you have to think about that when you do let things go, and you have to trust that something better will come, something that's for you, in alignment with you. Thing like, how would your life change if you truly believed everything would work out for you, not against you? Because I feel like a lot of us are in that mentality of, oh, of course this happens. That's just my luck. Yeah, you know how life is. It's just one thing after another. Or you could look at these as, hey, this just wasn't for me and something better's coming. I'm like, I know it sounds cheesy, but truly life will get better when you are living in a, not only just a more positive mindset, but looking at your life as something to celebrate, looking at your life as something to be excited about rather than another disappointment. Lastly, I want to talk about your only limitation is you. You are the only thing limiting yourself from anything that you truly want, whether that's love, whether that's a new car, new house, the career of your dreams, to travel, be a super pop star and be a successful singer. I don't know, like literally anything that you feel is limiting you is only you. There's different belief systems that you could have grown up with that have been programmed into you because of your family, because of your parents, because of your teachers, of what growing up in school, and like these things stick with you and stick in your brain. And so I've had to let go of a lot of, and I still have plenty more to identify and let go of. And that's another thing, learning to identify them. However, just learning to identify these programs and these limitations that you have for yourself. What beliefs have I had to unlearn to create the life I want? You know, let's get deep. I'll be vulnerable for this first one. I sometimes feel like that I'm not meant to be loved. No one loves me, and that I'm maybe somebody that is just supposed to give love and not receive it in the capacity that I give it. And this is something I'm still in the middle of unlearning. However, the shift that I've made towards that is, how can I show myself the love that I give out to everybody else? And what I have done, it's been mainly in physical aspects of like taking time to just read a book, taking time to just do my makeup and feel beautiful. I've been decluttering my space so that I have a clean, clear space that's organized and I know where everything is, and I feel good when I come home and lay down, and I can sleep better at night. I am working out and only eating whole foods and going on a health journey, and really being intentional with everything that I'm doing, because I deserve to have a healthy body. I deserve to feel confident in every room that I walk in, and I deserve to, the love that I have for myself is going to trump now everybody else, all the love I have for everybody else, because I am my first love. Because if I'm not putting or pouring love into myself and nobody else is, then I'm just an empty cup. I have to fill my cup up first before I go out and fill anybody else's. As I've been doing this, I'm starting to see more people become attracted to me, and not necessarily romantically, but just even friends, anything. People are approaching me slightly differently now with more intention, and there is still, trust me, there's still, if we're talking about just love and romantically, even like, there's still those that are like, want to hook up, like those type of dudes. However, I'm also getting intentional men with goals who are on their way to success and value their health and value being a provider and don't expect anything of me other than being good company and being a woman and being me, you know? So I'm seeing that shift happen in real time. How am I showing up daily to align with the person I want to become? Okay, certainly one part of that is I have created a morning and night routine. And these are things that just ways that I can pour into myself twice a day and connect with not only my physical body, but my soul and my mind, to just create more presence in my life. So me, I have ADHD and I have a ever-changing schedule. So sometimes that those morning rituals are 15 minutes or they're 2 hours, you know. It just depends on the day for me, but I have some core things that I am doing. So breathwork and meditation, drink water, drink tea, work out or move the body in general. It could be stretching, could be yoga, could be like vigorous exercise. Getting better at it. This one's in progress, using my planner and actually sticking to it for my day and hitting my goals that I need to get done. So like that's kind of how I show up for myself. Is I make sure though I'm not doing anything for anybody unless I've done 3 things on those lists. And I'm not canceling my plans with myself just to be spontaneous and hang out with somebody. Like when you value yourself and your time, others will value yourself and your time. So the respect that you give yourself shows people how to respect you. Some techniques that I use for rewiring my brain are not only my daily habits, which also put me in a good mood and keep me in a focused, aligned mind state, but affirmations. I have sticky notes of affirmations on my mirror where I get ready, and it's right next to my bed, so I look at it every day and I'll say like 1 or 2. Sometimes I even, if I don't do that because I'm in a hurry, I will put on my drive to work affirmations for the morning or a morning prayer to listen and recite. Visualization is really amazing, an amazing tool in meditation, and you can do a guided meditation or you could guide yourself, but really sit in an emotion or in a feeling and imagine how you would feel in the circumstances that you want. So if you really want to travel, imagine buying your ticket, Imagine the place that you're going to go. Imagine the plane or train that you're, or boat that you're taking to get there. Imagine what you'll be wearing, what perfume you're wearing, how do you have your hair styled. Really get specific and continually visualize every day if you can, because then the more you feel it, the more your brain is gonna like know that it's real, and because your brain doesn't know the difference between an emotion that's in the past or happening right now. Me going through a breakup, if I keep visualizing the breakup and I'm replaying those feelings again, my brain and my body is experiencing all those emotions in real time. It's not like as if it's happening right now. So if you use that in a positive way of experiencing, you can even use that to let go of things from the past too. Change the outcome of a bad experience that happened, how would that have helped you like heal and move on. Or like I said, use it to manifest or create an experience that you want to feel in the future. Maybe notice, what stories am I telling myself that are keeping me small? Are you telling yourself that you're just not good enough, you're dumb, you're just not able to, your body just doesn't do that because that's how your family is? I can't stop drinking, I can't stop smoking because I need it to function. I'm not strong enough to lift this weight. I'll never be good enough for this person to love me. XYZ, whatever it is. How are you telling yourself and keeping yourself small? How can you change that around, and how can you tell yourself that you are worthy of the life that you want? You do deserve the life that you want, and that the universe is helping you get everything that you want and desire. Because if you can think it and visualize it, there's a version of you that already has it. What would it feel like to embody my highest self today? So this is one question you can use, especially, let's say, like, I've dealt with depression and anxiety, honestly, probably since I was 2 years old. So I am saying this from a place of experience and not to be like tough love, and because it is hard. There's days that are so hard. Most days can be hard. Like, I went from being depressed majority of the year to now I'm like, okay, I'm experiencing some depressive feelings, but now I can shift it and I have tools to maneuver through it. Let's say on your worst day, you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to go to work, you don't want to do anything. What's one thing you can do that your highest self would do, that the version of you want to be would do? That might just be get up and take a shower. Even if it's just a 2-minute shower, get the important bits, and now, but you're gonna know and realize how much better you feel. You're like, you accomplished something. And because you're already in the bathroom, you might as well brush your teeth too. And then you might as well just get dressed. And look at you, you're ready for the day. And if you want to do something, you can, but at least now you feel good, you feel clean, you're cleansed, and you are in the mindset to just be, and you're not just, letting the feeling overtake you and control how your day is going to turn out. Every day is a new opportunity to become the person you want to be. Every day is a new opportunity to take one step into the person you want to become. And it is so important to take every day as a blessing and have gratitude for the person that you are becoming. Or another action that you can take is I would love to challenge you all to spend 5 minutes today just visualizing your dream life. What does it look like? What feelings come up when you imagine it? And what's one choice you can make today to align with this vision? I want to invite you guys to join me on this journey in this season that I am, 2025. Let's reclaim our power and just align with our highest potential. And I want to see where you end up within a month, in 3 months, by the end of the year. I think you'd be surprised at the person you'll become when you're just taking even one step closer to being exactly who it is you are supposed to be, what feels like joy, what feels like heaven on earth. in this world that you get to create, because you are in charge. Thanks for tuning in to Divine Dichotomy. First freaking episode of the year. Remember, life's not about perfection. It's about embracing every part of the journey. Messy, magical, and all. Keep shining, keep evolving, and most importantly, keep being unapologetically you. I'll see you guys in the next one.